Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 from Central Texas on a cold Texas morning, 28 degrees here in Central Texas. That is cold in Texas, I'll guarantee you. Now, I realize that in Butte, Montana and Superior, Wisconsin, this is a warm day, but it ain't here. But what I wanted to touch on, and I'm just going to talk because I ain't got nothing else to do, and I'm going to upload comment calls, so I'll upload this video too. And but you know, I've been boondocking many times. Boondocking means you go out in the boonies and camp with no hookups, no nothing, and you get just what you pay for, nothing, and it's free. So you get nothing for free. It's enjoyable in good weather. If the weather is nice, there's not any wind, the insects aren't too bad, it is really the way to go. However, on a day like this, when it's 27 degrees, a little wind, it would be totally misery. Why? Because you couldn't get outside for long unless you're from, well, if you're from the Klondike or Canada or different places where it's really cold all the time and you have the clothing, etc., then that's great. But it wouldn't work for anybody from the middle of the U.S. South, I'll guarantee you. And what else? Another thing, whenever you have temperatures like this and colder, you got to run the furnace, or you got to run the burners on the stove, or you got to run your little buddy, big buddy, anybody's buddy that keep you warm. And guess what happens then? You get condensation inside the RV, the windows are covered with moisture, and that is not really great for your RV or your health, because what happens then is you start to get mold and mildew, and that is not great inside a small area. But on the other hand, she had warts. It is fun when the weather's nice, because I've done it, because you can go out there in the middle of nowhere, nobody's around, fairly peaceful. You know, it is. It's enjoyable, and of course it's cheap. You know, for people like me that are always looking for a deal, it's cheap, no doubt about it. This next trip that I'm going to go on, I'll probably do a mix of boondocking and staying at places with water and electric. I'm not concerned about a totally full hookup with septic or whatever. I don't need that. So I get by pretty cheap, pretty inexpensive for me to go camp. I know a lot of people go from free camping to free camping to free camping, and they can do that year round, and then they buy the New Mexico State Park Pass and do that for the 3 months or 4 months in the hotter, or whenever they want, I guess in the winter. I don't know when they do it, whenever they want to, if they pay for it. But it's a good deal. It's $225 a year for non-residents. The only downside is when you get the pass, if you want to go to a state park and you haven't made reservations, good luck, because they pack up. That's a good deal, and a lot of people take advantage of it, and they do make reservations in advance for those sites with electric and water. You don't have to make any reservations for sites without it. But having said that, why am I talking about that? Well, I'm thinking about camping. I don't know why I'm thinking about it on the day. Right now it's 26. Wow, that's cold, man. For Central Texas, that's cold. And this was not in the weather forecast. I mean, I promise you that 3 weeks ago I was looking at the long-range forecast, and this was not in there, not. So when you start using long-range forecast to base your trip on, be careful, because if it's over 3 days out, the accuracy drops to 50%. If it's over 10 days out, 20%. So what's new with me? I got a new road, everybody knows that, and I got a new LG G4 phone coming today, USPS. If it would have come FedEx or UPS, it would have been here Thursday last week, but that's the way that goes. They sent it on the slow ship to China. It's all right, I wasn't in a hurry for it anyway. I'm just going to use it as a backup. Well, I think if it's they say it's new, which I know is a lie. They say it's new, still in the box. Well, you got to know that that phone is 4 years old. You know, I have a feeling they made a look-alike in China and hope it works. And I do too, because I paid $120 including shipping. But I did want a backup phone, because the phone I have I've dropped a couple of times and the screen's cracked on the upper right hand side. Not bad, but I noticed it. So I'm thinking there's a few things it doesn't do well. It doesn't do the Google Assistant very well. Sometimes it won't come up. And a few other minor little glitches. It's just an old phone, and of course I've beat it to death. But it's better than spending a lot of money on one. I tried it, you know, they sent me a Google Pixel XL2, as y'all know, and it was too much. I mean, I don't mean too much in money, I mean too much in what do you call it, technology. I don't use all those features. Don't need them. Anytime you touch that screen on the Pixel, it does something, I guarantee you. And it's something you either don't understand or you don't want. For me. Yes, sir, this is a good day. That old boy had his road done too. Looks like by the same crew. So here we go. What else can I tell you? Here's a little tidbit for you guys that are thinking about starting a YouTube channel or may have thought about it. It would be you could do a YouTube channel virtually free. I mean, if you already have a smartphone that's got a good camera, then you don't have to buy a phone, or you don't have to worry about a camera. And you do your videos and go upload them on Wi-Fi, because I found some pretty good. I've got 2 places that have good Wi-Fi speeds uploading, and yeah, it's a little inconvenient to drive by there, even though I'm at my home base. But it just so happens today I got to go walking inside anyway. So I'll just go to the grocery store and upload the videos, and then if I need to pick up a couple of grocery items, I can do that too. So that works out. I call that a freebie. But traveling out camping and so forth, not knowing where the good stuff is. Usually libraries are okay, but some of the places I go, there aren't any libraries. So it's just, you know, we'll just have to use the phone. See, it'll all work out. It always does, or I make it work. You know, nothing works unless you just give it a little shove sometimes. So I'm going to give it, oh, here we go, down the mountain. Down the mountain, run, boy, run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. What else can I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Is living in a 17-foot RV, or actually interior space, 84 square feet, is that a wonderful way of life? For me, I enjoy it. I mean, I have learned to enjoy it. Let me say that. If I had options, would I do something else? What kind of options? I don't know. I mean, you know, if I had a lot of money, would I do something else? You know, like if I had millions in the bank, would I do something else? Probably, yeah. Yeah, I probably would. Why? I don't know. I'd have an RV though, but I'd probably have me a chauffeur-driven motorhome. I don't know how many of those there are, but I might have one. Yep. James, Carlsbad. James, Grand Canyon. And I'll read a book and have a beer on the way. Would I, could I, should I? I don't know. I've told this joke before, but I'm going to tell it now because I think it's funny and it makes me laugh. This kid, young man, he was in his 20s, but he had lost an eye for some reason, and they had made him a wooden eye. They made him an eye out of wood. And he was really sensitive about it. He didn't like anybody to tease him about having his wooden eye. And if they did, he came out swinging. Well, he was a little shy because of his eye, and that's kind of a poem. But he was at a dance on a Saturday night, and he really wanted to dance. He was standing there kind of off to the corner by himself, and he was watching this girl at a table. There was a table 5 or 6 people were sitting at, and every time they'd get up and dance, and she'd be sitting there by herself. She was a little overweight, but not too bad, kind of cute. So he finally got up the courage to go over and ask her to dance. The music was just starting. He walked over to her and he looked at her right in the eyes and he said, "Ma'am, would you like to dance?" And she looked at him. She said, "Would I? Would I?" He said, fat lady, fat lady. Oh, Lord, little humor for a Monday morning here, guys. I mean, very little, okay? Oh, yeah, here we go. Anyway, guys, I'll end the video. But if you're going to go out camping, boondocking, or whatever, and you're going to use any kind of heat inside, get ready for some condensation. When I was camping in my Toyota Prius, of course, I could run the air conditioner. And, you know, you can do the heat with the air conditioner on you. I mean, the dehumidifier on. So I never had any problems with condensation running the heat or AC or anything. But in the pickup with the camper, yep, got a little condensation. Just from breathing. Because that was a little bit of a small space. But that's a good way to go camping, though, because it's really easy because you just, you know, you got your truck and away you go. But anyway, just a quick video, ladies and gentlemen. Not a real quick one, but a semi. From Central Texas. Thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want, anytime you want. If you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. And if you want to know why there's the Amazon link is not there sometimes, it's just that when I do it, upload the video over Wi-Fi, I can't get the Amazon link in the description using my phone for some reason. I don't know why. But I have to wait till I get back home and use my laptop or take my laptop with me, which I did this morning, so everything ought to work out. But anyway, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, take deep breaths, you know what I mean? Keep your health, enjoy your life one day at a time, and, you know, accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative. Don't let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. It's yours, and enjoy your life. So here we go down Highway 281 headed to Marble Falls, Texas. I know y'all have never seen this road before in your entire life. Adios, amigos, from Central Texas. My daddy used to say, whoo-hoo, send my boots and saddle to the barn. Adios, guys. Bye-bye.